Have you ever sat down to work, opened your laptop, and then just stared at the screen? 10 minutes pass, then 30. Then suddenly an entire hour is gone. You didn't start the project, you didn't answer emails, you didn't even clean your room. And the worst part? That voice in your head starts whispering, you are just lazy. But what if that voice is wrong? What if the problem isn't discipline? What if your brain is simply overloaded? Today we're going to break down the real psychology behind why you sometimes feel lazy when you're actually mentally overwhelmed. Let's start with a simple example. Jake wakes up at 9 a.m. He has big plans for the day. Finish a report, go to the gym, clean his apartment, maybe even start that online course he's been putting off. But instead, he scrolls on his phone. Then he watches YouTube. Then suddenly it's 4 p.m. Jake feels horrible. He thinks, why am I like this? Why can't I just get things done? But what Jake doesn't realize is that his brain isn't lazy, it's overstimulated. And there are 3 major psychological reasons this happens. Most people think productivity is about willpower, but biology plays a massive role. Our brains run on chemicals like dopamine and adrenaline. Some people naturally produce higher adrenaline levels. For them, pressure feels exciting. Deadlines energize them. Chaos motivates them. But for others, that same pressure creates shutdown mode. Their nervous system becomes overwhelmed. Instead of speeding up, their brain slows down. It's like a computer overheating. It stops working not because it's weak, but because it's protecting itself. So if you work better in calm environments, quiet rooms, or slow, structured routines, you're not lazy. Your brain simply operates on a different frequency. Now let's talk about something most people never consider. Sometimes laziness is actually a symptom. Many people live with conditions like anxiety, ADHD, PTSD, autism spectrum traits, and these conditions make the brain far more sensitive to stimulation. Think about your environment for a second. Your phone vibrates. A notification pops up. A bright screen flashes. Music is playing. Your brain is trying to process all of it at once. For most people, it's background noise. But for a sensitive brain, every one of those things feels like extra weight. It's like trying to work while someone keeps tapping your shoulder every few seconds. Eventually, your brain stops trying. Not because you're weak, but because you're mentally exhausted. Now here, it's the 3rd reason people feel lazy. And it's incredibly common. It's called analysis paralysis. Imagine your to-do list looks like this. Finish work project, clean the kitchen, answer emails, pay bills, start studying, workout. Call family, plan the week. Your brain sees all of this at once. And instead of seeing small tasks, it sees one giant mountain, and mountains trigger stress. So your brain does something interesting. It hits the emergency brake. Instead of starting something small, you start nothing at all. You scroll. You procrastinate. You avoid the list completely. Not because you don't care, but because your brain is trying to protect you from overload. So if laziness isn't the real problem, what actually helps? It starts with reducing mental noise. Turn off notifications. Lower the lights. Put your phone in another room. Then do something simple. Just one small task. Not the whole mountain, just the first step. Because once your brain starts moving, momentum takes over. And suddenly the thing that felt impossible starts feeling manageable. The next time you sit down to work and feel stuck, don't immediately attack yourself. Don't call yourself lazy. Instead, ask one simple question. Is my brain overwhelmed? Because sometimes the solution isn't more discipline. Sometimes you just need less noise. If you enjoy psychology breakdowns like this, subscribe to Explain for You, because understanding how your mind works might be the most powerful skill you ever learn.